So up next on court one, it's the other mixed doubles semi-finals, and this should be a classic. Mark Lamsfuss and Isabel Lohau from Germany take on the number 2 seed, Ferdinansyah and Gloria Emmanuel Widjaja. Now both of these pairs have only met once before, and that was a win for the Indonesians. And they've both had some success this year. It's a second semi-final for Lamsfuss and Lohau, looking for their first final. A third semi-final for Ferdinansyah and Widjaja, looking for their second final. After, of course, finishing runner-up at the Kaohsiung Masters. And together, as we said earlier on, it's been busy years. 23 events played for the Indonesians, 19 events for the Germans. But both pairs that have played at all levels of the HSBC BWF World Tour. And even though they may have met once before, they're going to be very aware of exactly how dangerous each of them can be. And while they get the warm-up, there you go. Isabel Lohau, 31 years old now, born in Hersbruck, Germany, and has been as high as 32nd in the world. Very fast, very competent player. And of course, what she's going to have to look out for is the sheer presence of this lady here, Gloria Emmanuel Widjaja, 29 years old, born in Bekasi, Indonesia, 6 foot tall. 6 foot on the dot, in fact. And that makes all the difference when you have a power hitter as a partner. And that's Dejan Ferdinansyah, 22 years old, born in Garut. And this their highest ranking right now. And I have watched them on the tour, of course, this year. And they've had their fair share of successes. They were quarterfinalists at the Hilo Open. They, as I said, were runner-up in Kaohsiung. Quarterfinalists in the Thai Masters, Indonesian Masters, and also opened the year with a third spot at the Malaysian Open. But I think it's fatigue that has got to them over the year.
Ready to play?
So about ready to get underway here. This is their run to the semi-final. As you can see, it's been straight games for Lamsfuss and Lohau. 30 minutes, 41 minutes, and 43 minutes. And they are flawless so far, yet to drop a game. And as for their opponents, as you can see, a little bit different. Some long matches against the Thai pair and the Chinese Taipei pair. And then the Singaporeans, Terry He and Jessica Tan. And that was a little bit more comprehensive, 40 minutes, 21-14, 21-15. So, Kwanya, how do you see this one going?
I think it'll definitely be a close match. The German pair haven't played as much this year as Mark was out with a bit of a knee injury, but I think they're back on a run of maybe 6 tournaments or so in a row. But yeah, it's hard to say. It's the end of the year. Everyone's a little bit you know, tired, pushing
Jaded.
through. Yeah.
Jaded, that's the word.
So it's like by this point in the year, it's a really big mental push to
Are you ready?
to get across the line before a holiday break.
Yeah, exactly. And just looking at our service judge and umpire there, Jelani Basho, the umpire, Priya Adura Singer, the service judge, and we are about ready to get underway.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And although the German pair's ranking has dropped slightly, they have previously been a top 10 pair, as has Gloria with various other partners, I think. So, you know, the level of all the players on court can be really high. So it'll be interesting to see what they perform with today.
Love all. Play.
Just out. But that was good from Ferdinansyah. Even on that opening shot, he had to reset himself.
One. Love.
That was good speed and pace. Now, if you are hearing that applause, that's because action has actually started on court 2 as well. And that's Nozomi Okuhara taking on Aya Hori, all Japanese semi-final there. Just 2 matches on court 2. And of course, one of those matches, Gonya, is going to be of great significance to you. I'm sure you're going to be keeping an eye on that because, of course, the Australian pair, Satyana Mapasa, your partner, your women's doubles partner.
Old partner,
previous partner, successful previous partner. And Angela Yu taking on Rin Iwanaga and Kei Nakanishi. That'll be happening after the all-Japanese semi-final. We'll keep you updated on those scores as they come in. But right now, it is a great start, 2-1. For the Germans.
Service over. 2 all.
And I think while they get underway, Lamsfuss and Lohau, the world number 32. As I said, 19 events played. They were quarterfinalists at the European Games and the Hong Kong Open and at the Hilo Open as well. So it's the first semi-final for them. Of course, Mark Lamsfuss also on men's doubles duty with Marvin Seidel for a lot of events.
Service over.
Now, I'll tell you now, researching him, that can be problematic when you've got 2 sets of results going. But testament to his dedication to playing on the tour. I mean, you've done it, mixed doubles and women's doubles as well. It's, you know,
yeah, it's definitely, you know, physically tougher, more demanding, but it can be a good kind of distraction to have a second event going as well and just, you know, be able to switch around, I guess, and not have so much pressure on just one event.
Well,
but,
of course, the biggest example this year, Seo Jae, the Korean winning World Championship.
Exactly, double crowning.
Mixed and men's, unbelievable effort from him. Recently got married, by the way. Got married a couple of days ago. Saw him on Instagram. Well, many happy returns to Seo Jae. That's well left by Dejan Ferdinansyah.
4.
What the Germans did really well in that rally was good quality lifting, aside from the last one that went out, but just giving themselves time to get back in a nice defensive position. So lifting high into the back.
And that's what Ferdinansyah does well, just stressing the point,
3.
making sure that those returns coming back are going to be a lot weaker and a lot higher. He has a great steep angle, great jump action as well. Oh, that was ambitious by Gloria Widjaja.
4.
Twice in that rally there, the German pair did some overplay pushes to the corner. You can see there that the Indonesian was very off balance because he wasn't prepared for that shot coming over him. So nicely done there, mixing it up.
Good touch from Widjaja, set up her partner.
Service over. 6-4. Show me the shuttle. Change the
Just
shuttle.
2 points between the pairs right now, as the Indonesians surge ahead. That's good pressure from Widjaja and Ferdinansyah.
7-4.
Well, on paper and in terms of ranking, I mean, the favorites are the Indonesian pair, but I just get this. I always, whenever I watch Lohau and Lamsfuss, is that grit and that determination that they have, and you just feel that if there's an upset, it's going to come from them, you know.
Yeah, they're definitely a very solid pair. I watched one of their matches at the World Champs against Zhang Suwei and Huang Yaqiong, and they had a really, one of the games there was really competitive against, you know,
Okay.
such a strong pair. So
Yeah.
they have such a high level in them.
So 8-4, biggest lead of the first game so far for Ferdinansyah and Widjaja.
I think that was the second
Service
drive
over.
serve off Ferdinansyah.
5-8. Six, 8. Change the shuttle.
Both guys, they're getting a bit of a run around the back of the court.
And an important serve for them. And 6-8 down. Bit too low from Isabel.
Service over. 9.
Just clips
6.
the tape. So we're rapidly getting to the first game interval. It's been good pressure and a solid performance so far from Ferdinansyah and Widjaja.
Smart overplay
6.
there by Ferdinansyah, just catching Lohau off balance, having to step back for that shot.
He's been very lively indeed, actually, his first 16 points.
Fault.
Nice placement there by
Service over.
Lamsfuss.
7.
One way, I guess,
10.
to counteract a very tall player is keep it close to the body. That's going to be even harder for her to reach. Nice return.
Service over. 11-7.
So 11-7. And so far, no significant problems to contend with for the Indonesians.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. $11-7.
So can they keep this pressure on? The number 13 pair. Nervous service from Ferdinansyah.
8-11.
That's another one. That's the second one we've seen today.
Service over.
I think he was just so sure it was going to work.
Change the shuttle.
So 12-8.
Service over.
Another quick fire point.
9-12.
The German pair needing to really take control of the net here to try and get the attack a bit more than they were in the first 11. Really nice defense there.
Great return from Widjaja. Wow.
10-12.
Nice pick up by Ferdinansyah.
11.
Fortunately, came back too quickly for
12.
his partner. Oh, that's wonderful again. So Gloria Widjaja has picked it up. His last 2 points,
13,
key points.
11.
As Lamsfuss and Lohau were closing back up again. So those nice flat crosses put them back 2 points ahead. That's in, that's beautiful into the corner.
14.
The German pair just a little
11.
too banked up on one side there, leaving that cross opening. So either Mark needs to play it a little bit slower so that he can cover that shot, or Isabel has to be able to step across to cover the cross herself.
Great defense by Ferdinansyah. Who's now on the attack. Enough pressure, and it's another point.
15-11.
Again, there's that flat cross.
16, 11.
Right there. In the right area as well, just off the right shoulder of Isabel Lohau.
Service over.
Miscommunication there.
12, 16.
Very nice play by the German pair there. Really good lift cross by
13,
Mark, and then Isabel doing
16.
great by this defensive shot here, and then just stepping in nice and quick.
Kept that one nice and low.
14, 16.
And it's a good fight back. These are the exact 2 points they needed to get. So 14-16. And a good place to hold the Indonesians in this first game. I wonder how many times we're going to see that happen today.
German pair doing so well to keep getting those
16.
shuttles back. And you know, the more you get back, the higher chance it is for your opponent to make that unforced error.
Just looking at that replay, they were in total control of that point. It was all that work.
Pretty crucial point as well now, bringing it to
Yeah.
15-16.
Yep, absolutely. That's good pressure again from Ferdinansyah.
17, 15.
It's good to see them actually, Gloria and Dejan, trying to keep the pace up, because one of the things I've seen from them this year is at times they've slowed it down and they've let their opponents back in, and so that was a crucial point, as you said. And now it's 17-15 on serve, but they're still trying to keep it as snappy as they can.
Eighteen, 15.
That was good pressure from Lohau and Lamsfuss.
Service over. 16, 18. Boys.
Oh, so much similar scores happening on court 2 right now. I told you that Nozomi Okuhara and Aya Hori.
Backhand coach.
Currently 19-16 to Ahori in that match. Two great matches here at the BVD Badminton Academy in Lucknow for the fans that have been
Play.
filling up the stadium. There's about 5,000 capacity in this venue. And they're beginning to make themselves feel heard. Well, that's what we know
Service over.
Ferdinansyah can do well.
19.
Mark did do a really good
16.
lift there, so Isabel was taking her chance to step in, but Ferdinansyah really just hit the crap out of that shuttle. So it's the wrong one to walk in on.
Yeah, absolutely. If he gets behind.
Fault. 20. Game point. 16. Service over. 17, 20. Eighteen, 20. Nineteen, 20. Mark Lamsfuss challenges called in. Challenge unsuccessful. Game. First game won by Ferdinansyah and Gloria Emmanuel Widjaja, 21-19. Yeah. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play. Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all. Service over. 2 1. Back and court. Change. Fault. 3 1. Service over. 2 3. Change the shuttle. Fault. Service over. 4 2. Five, 2. Service over. 3-5. Four, 5. Service over. 6-4. Fault. Service over. 5-6. Service over. 7-5. Change the shuttle. Fall. 8-5. Quick. Nine, 5. Fault. 10-5. $11-5. Interval. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. Players, back and court. Eleven 5. Play. Service over. 6-11. Service over. 12-6. Change the shuttle. Service over. 7-12. Service over. 13-7. Fault. Service over. 8-13. Service over. 14-8. Service over. 9-14. Service over. 15-9. Quick travel. Back and court. Service over. 10-15. 11, 15. Twelve, 15. Service over. 16, 12. Service over. 13, 16. Quick travel. Back and court. Four points. Okay. Fourteen, 16. Fifteen, 16. Service over. 17, 15. Back and court. Eighteen, 15. Service over. Quick. 16, 18. Players, back on court. Play. And Sable, you must be ready. Oh! 17-18. All. Play. Service over. 19-18. Gloria.
Well, how important was that? So they
20,
have
game point,
what they were looking for.
18.
2 game points.
Fault.
1 game
Service over.
point.
1 game point. We both
19,
grimaced at exactly the same
20.
time there because that really was wide. There's wide and then there's onto a different court wide. Well, both these games apparently on court 1 and 2 in sync. 2019, Ayahori with her 1 game point, and Lamsfuss and Lohau with their 1 game point, but against serve.
Game.
And they've taken it. So
Second
after
game won by
a deciding
Mark
match,
Lamsfuss
a deciding
and
game in our
Lohau.
first semi-final, the
21-19.
second
One
mixed
game
double
on.
semi-final also going to 3 with mirrored scores 21-19 and 19-21.
Foot 1, 20 seconds. Foot 1, 20 seconds. Foot, return to your chair. Final game. Love all. Play.
So back on court for game 3 here in the mixed double semi-final. And I can update you on a very controversial end to the women's singles semi-final, but Nozomi Okuhara has made it through to the final, and Aya Hori with a very questionable call at the back line on that last final point after being 20-14 up. So, heartbreak for Hori.
2 love.
And the question now is, where's the heartbreak going to fall in this mixed doubles match?
The Germans did really well in the second, but I feel like the Indonesians are going to fire up a lot and come with a lot of pace and a lot of intensity in this third game. So we'll see. It's
actually been a pretty well-marshaled match in terms of unforced errors. Both pairs have been within the safe parameters of it. Quick reactions from Ferdinansyah. Good variation from the back. Widjaja's called in.
2 all. Change the shuttle.
Beautiful shot by Isabel.
3, 2.
Oh, look at the angle on that. Widjaja now, funny enough, just as I was talking about unforced errors, Widjaja with 2 or 3 in a row. 4-2. And that grit and determination and spark that I was talking about earlier in the match from the German pair on show again.
I think Ferdinansyah might have called for medical. He's pointing to his foot, I think.
Well, definitely this is not a wipe down delay. He's now looking over, yes. Here comes the referee, and
he needs spray.
And an ice pack.
And an ice pack by the looks of it, yes. He had the magic spray in the other hand.
Yes. And I believe that's the only thing they can do, right?
That's pretty much it.
Spray whatever ailment you might have with the magical healing spray.
I got to be honest, if we've got the time as well, I'm going to ask you now. I mean, it dulls the pain, it takes away the feeling, but it doesn't actually fix anything, right? So you really should be getting off court as soon as possible and having a look at it properly.
Yeah. I think that's you're definitely right. But, you know, given the situation, any
Yeah.
player is going to try to play through to, you know, win a spot in the next round. So,
Yeah, and there have been a couple of times where they've actually put the spray on and it still didn't work. I mean, it was the pain was still too much, and they had to retire within a couple of points. It worked for a bit. But how often? I mean, how long does that actually stay? That effect of numbness? How long does it stay for?
4-2.
to be honest, I'm not too sure. I haven't actually used it before personally, so I'm not too sure. I would assume like a couple minutes,
Yeah.
especially with all that blood pumping through you.
Yeah. About 4 to 5 minutes.
Service over.
Yeah, I would guess.
3-4.
But it's
So-
like the degree of pain that it masks as well. It might just
Yeah, I mean,
dull it ever so slightly, or it could have a bigger
I
effect.
guess if it's a mild twist, it probably works, but anything more serious than that. Battlefield triage is what it is.
Service over.
So back on
5-3.
to the business of winning this semi-final, and it's a 2-point lead to the
Change the
Germans.
shuttle.
Hard fought. They've really put their effort into it from the beginning of the second game. They've hustled the Indonesians. They've really tried to put the pressure on whenever they could. But they've also worked well defensively. They've had to withstand a lot of pressure.
Really nice
6,
control there from Mark.
3.
Just staying
Change the
very
shuttle.
calm in the rear court, and then that nice punch clear to Gloria, getting him the shorter lift where he could finish off.
Yeah,
And
back and
that's
forth.
given him a 3-point lead.
Players.
Once
back and
again,
forth.
not so critical right now, but it could be enough to rattle the Indonesians. If this could get to 4 or 5 points, and that means these next 2 points absolutely crucial. Oh, it was a last-ditch attempt by Lamsfuss to retrieve
Service
that.
over.
Well placed by Ferdinansyah into the corner.
4-6.
He is good at seeing the gaps in the court like that and using those overplays at the right time. You can see both German players were pretty much banked up in that front right corner.
Right.
So really good vision and, you know, technical skills to be able to change his mind and go there straight away.
Oh, it's cruel, but it works. What an
5,
important point. The difference
6.
between 7-4 and 6-5. And it was the net that called it. Too deep for Lamsfuss,
6 all.
and they've done it. They've caught up 6-all.
Very nice play around the net there by Gloria.
Service over. 7.
And I wonder how many times the
6.
net's going to decide this. But that one, absolutely no chance at retrieving that for Widjaja. It was so flat to the net. So a couple of quick fire points. And the Germans back ahead. Very
9,
nice.
6.
Knowing when to put the pressure on and turn the screw. Lamsfuss with a winner into the corner. How many times does Gloria Widjaja need to step up to finish that off? That was wonderful attempt by Lamsfuss. He just about got to that stinging shot by Ferdinansyah.
Yeah, back and coach.
Widjaja on hand to clean up at the net.
It was Ferdinansyah's big backhand cross-court clear that just caught Mark off guard there. The power that he generated to do a full court backhand clear under pressure was
Surprisingly
impressive.
accurate as well.
Yeah. And then all credit to Mark, he did well to get it back, and then the next few after that.
Late recovery by Ferdinansyah. And that was just reactive from Indonesian pair.
10, 7.
Such impressive
Get the
defense
second.
as well from both pairs. They just do so well to handle a whole lot of pressure coming at them and convert it. Get the attack back.
So on the brink of the third and final mid-game interval. And it's 10-7 to the world number 32 pair.
Service over.
Reflexes of a cat.
10.
Gloria Widjaja.
Quick travel only. Come.
So the first match to cross the hour mark. 63 minutes on court now.
Service over.
I think he was in
11-8.
two minds as to which shot he wanted to end with.
Change ends.
Mark actually did well in that rally with these little pokey mid-court shots where it kind of confused Ferdinansyah a little bit, and he wasn't sure what was going to come off Mark's racket as much. So well played by the Germans there.
And it's 11-8 at the mid-game interval.
No. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. Coach, return to your chair. Players, back on court. Coach, return to your chair.
So a very important passage of play ahead for both pairs now. They're both back on court early. And what Ferdinansyah and Widjaja have to do is, of course, stop this increase of points for the
11-8.
Germans. Try and pull it back as early as possible. They do not want to get caught into anything close to extra points at the end of this third game. Good pressure from Widjaja.
Fault.
And they
Service over.
literally manhandled their way through
9,
that rally.
11. Change the shuttle.
Watching it again here, it's just pressure, pressure, and more pressure on that left side. Nice pick up by Ferdinansyah. Almost.
Service
Couldn't get it
over.
that time.
12, 9.
Great shot there. Really nice whip on that forehand cross court by Mark.
Doja, show him where to wipe.
So 12-9.
Flight. Service over. 10, 12.
Nice taking the pace out by Gloria there. It's a good choice of shot.
So they're still keeping within range of that scoreboard. They pulled it back to 11-12.
Mark having a stretch here.
Is that another medical call in? Do you reckon he's all right?
It's holding
Hamstring,
his
groin?
Yeah, I would say groin. But
That's
I don't know
tough.
if the best thing is to stretch it out either like that.
Yeah. Well, this would be absolute tragedy if this affected the outcome of the game after all the great work that they've done in the last two games. Well, they're taking a long look at it.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know what's in that spray, but it's amazing. It really is magic.
The athletes definitely do a good job of testing out how well it works.
It's product testing,
Yeah.
hands-on. Still stretching, as you can see. Well, they are 1 point away.
11-12.
Ferdinansyah Widjaja.
Flight.
And this is where you start wondering, are they going to start targeting Mark Lamsfuss in terms of mobility? The answer to that is yes. Oh, wonderful shot by Gloria Widjaja. Read the
12.
movement of Isabel Lohau.
All.
Went the other way. Have a look at it again here. She's moving forward. and just taps it into the open space.
And I would guess from that point that his movement is definitely
Compromised. Yeah.
compromised. Yeah.
It really did look like Isabel Lohau was trying to step up. Yep, absolutely can't.
Gloria
Turn.
Emmanuel Widjaja challenges called out. Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 13-12. Play.
Well, you're right. He's definitely
over.
having a lot of problems moving.
13
He's trying his
all.
best.
At this scoreline, it's a little bit tough to get away with it because there's a few too many rallies to get over the line.
And also the rallies have been so dynamic.
Yeah, especially for the guy in the mixed doubles. You can see that he jumped the serve
Yeah.
purely off his left leg, pretty much.
Well, if they do manage to do it, it'll be a superhuman effort, because that's the kind of shot that's now going to open up a lot
14,
more for
30.
Ferdinansyah and Widjaja if his mobility is as compromised and limited as we think. It's a gallant effort, there's no doubt about it, but there's no way you're going to be able to cover the court the way you need to, I think is the term. Well, still, that's
Service
a
over.
good winner into the corner.
14 all.
As the opponent, it can be tough to kind of try and adapt your game once someone is injured, because you start overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah, how I'm gonna, target the guy, and then you leave your own spaces behind you. That's a wonderful return.
Service over. 15-14.
Some of the service returns in this match have been really exceptional, both more four players.
Sixteen, 14.
So
Serve law, you must
16-14.
be ready.
These are the points for Ferdinansyah and Widjaja, which could effectively seal this match, and of course a place in the final. Another wonderful return by
Service over. 15,
one-legged
16.
Mark Lamsfuss.
Service over.
Yep, that's not going to have enough juice
17.
on it all.
15.
17-15, and the Indonesian pair 4 points away from a second final of the year. They're in trouble now,
18,
under pressure.
15. Mark Lamsfuss.
Wow, looks like their coach is definitely cracking the whip. And that's gone wide.
19,
So 19-15, and there's an air of inevitability about this match now. 75 minutes on the clock, and the Indonesians 2 points away and on serve. Wow, that one's actually crept in.
Service over. 16,
Not over yet.
19.
Just power from Lamsfuss. He's still not moving
17,
as he
19.
likes, but he's
7.
certainly answered
Show me the shuttle.
the call of his coach.
Change.
And for these last few points, and I strongly do believe it'll be the last few points, he's putting 150% in. Again, it's a great winner. He's pulling these points back single-handed.
18, 19.
Using Isabel Lohau almost as a foil at the front to pick his spot. 18-19.
He's really now just going for his smashes, and in the mid-court he's just trying to whip it and win in the mid-court as well. So definitely a bit more free, and now a great chance to get over the line.
Well, the question is, have they done enough to rattle the Indonesians? And based on this run of points, as you can see, Gloria
19
Widjaja is not
all.
too happy. 19 all. And the fate of this semi-final hangs now on these next 2 points.
The Indonesians really need to fight not to give the attack away here. Mark's just been able to get the smash these last few rallies. So a battle in the front court, I think.
Wow, can you believe it? Can you believe it?
20. Match
They have
point.
just
No,
handed
back and coach.
a match
Back and
point
coach.
to the Germans.
20. Match point. 19.
So
Service
it
over.
is extra points in our second
20
semi-final of the day.
all.
First to 2 or first to 30,
7.
whichever comes first.
He was really going for that net roll in that last shot. Couldn't will it over.
Play.
Oh, did she overcommit? She did. They've asked for a challenge.
Double lawyer. Challenges called out.
Ferdinansyah seems 100% convinced that that's in. But I guess at 20 all, you'd have to contest it. It's just obligatory. And look at that. That's not just out.
Challenge
It's
unsuccessful.
almost in a different
One challenge
badminton
remaining.
academy. So
21, 20.
it's a match point
Play.
for Ferdinansyah and Widjaja. All out defense. Oh, it was too delicate for Isabel Lohau, and the Indonesians have come through 22-20 in the third. 80 minutes on court, and they are through to their second final after the Kaohsiung Masters. But they did have to fight for it. Well,
Match
survived big smile on his face now, but
Gloria
he
Emmanuel
was very worried a couple of
Widjaja.
points ago. That's for sure.
19-21, 22-20.
And there's confirmation of it. 21-19, 19-21, 22-20 to Ferdinansyah and Widjaja, who make it through to the final. So coming up next, it is the men's singles semi-final, and it's the 18-year-old Alex Lanier taking on Kenta Nishimoto. Don't go anywhere.